queer mean to you?
It means several different things. I usually have to think about it in context. Queer means either weird or queer means homosexual. Either or is like enough for me to
What do
get
you
into
feel
it.
about the word?
Fairly recently.
What do I
Do you
feel
like
about
it?
it? I like it.
I like it too.
I like it.
Alright, cool.
What's not to like about it?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's all
cute.
Yeah, it's got a cute. Yeah. Are there any important queer people in your life right now?
Okay, well, that's actually like hard for me because there used to be a lot of queer people in my life, but right now I'm like only friends with straight people, and I think about that a lot because I'm like, I don't have anyone that's like that's queer to me in my life.
Yeah. Alright.
But like, I definitely think that it's important to have queer people in your life because they're either weird or they're homosexual, and that's interesting.
In a good way? Like
Yeah.
weird in a good way?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think weird is like an extreme compliment.
I think so too. Alright, interesting. Thank you for your input. I appreciate it.
What does queer mean?
Yeah.
Even like going back like 4
Queer
years and being like, oh, is Chris Masters still wrestling?
Yeah.
A human being.
Yeah.
Queer.
That's
That's just a label.
Yeah.
Why label yourself? Just be like, I'm
He
a
keeps
human
coming
being.
back and doing
I'm
his
not
Right.
Yeah.
Cassidy, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Tara.
meet you. I was at
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
What does the word queer
and
mean
he
to
was
you?
on stage.
Okay,
in front of
queer,
me.
I guess kind of like a blanket, like fluid term for like sexuality if you don't necessarily want to define like, you know, what you are. You don't necessarily have to say like, hey, I'm bisexual, I'm
Do you think
gay,
it's an
I'm, like, whatever.
all-encompassing term?
I think it's an all-encompassing term, yeah.
Okay, do you have any like important queer people in your life? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean you're queer, but
No, yeah, like a couple of good friends of mine would describe themselves as queer.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, totally.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Crystal,
you.
so what does the word queer mean to you?
Queer?
Yes.
I guess it's right in that realm of gay, lesbian.
Okay, cool. How do you feel about that word? Do you think it's a positive word? Do you think it's...
I think it really depends on the sensitivity level of the person.
Interesting. Okay, thank you. Do you have any important queer people in your life right now? That it doesn't necessarily mean you're queer, but you know.
Oh no, it's fine.
In general.
There are gay people in my family. So ever since I was a kid, I've known about gay people. Like they've been in my life since a child. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you very much, Chris. Queer means to you, Blake.
What does anything mean? Words change so fast. But what I get from the word queer is someone who, I don't think it necessarily means someone that's gay. They normally like relate towards that.
Alright.
Probably someone who's like, it seems like more in touch within themselves. Kind of like, you know, it's perceived as like mannerisms, how people move and stuff like that, or things that they're even are into. Like I know like straight people who have been called queer.
Okay,
So like,
interesting.
I think a lot of people like.
So you think it's more of a characteristic of a person?
I think so. Yeah. A friend of mine just ran into our front door.
Interesting.
Very interesting. That door is queer.
That door is quite queer. People in your life right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like, I won't even like be like, oh, he's queer, like, but from the perspective of like the characteristics point,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's
Wow,
no big
thank
deal
you
to me.
very much, Blake. I appreciate it.
No problem.